Hey, Isabella. What did you mean earlier at the meeting? When did you steal my idea? What? What are you talking about? Don't be so blunt. The materials you presented at the meeting earlier. It's a total rip-off of the materials I made. I was planning to let it sit a little longer and submit it at next month's planning meeting. It's absurd to just steal from me. Can you please stop being so rude? There's no proof that I copied your work. Don't drag me down just because you're jealous of your junior's success. Huh? You're jealous that my project as a newbie was approved in the first shot, aren't you? It's one thing to be praised, but to be offended. Not being able to praise a young girl's success is just like an arrogant bitch. Don't be silly. I have proof that you've been snooping around my desk. The girl who was working late yesterday told me. I get ideas flashing through my mind when I'm hanging around the desk. So I just happened to be hanging around your desk. I wasn't snooping through any documents. There are witnesses, but you don't admit it. I mean, there's no way you could have come up with that idea in the first place. Even the boss praised it as a unique and original idea. There's no way an old hag like you would come up with that. Huh? What? Anyway, the planning meeting is over. It passed the department head's review as my project. So don't make a fuss about it afterwards. If you have time to do that, can I ask you to prepare the next document as soon as possible? What? What documents? Didn't you hear what the director said? He said he was going to bring this project to the headquarters meeting next month. So please hurry up and prepare the materials for that. That's what you were asked to do, Isabella, wasn't it? You're the one who invented the project after all. The headquarters meeting is next week, so if you don't start making them today, you won't make it in time. But I'm so busy that I don't have time to make it. I have an important appointment today, so I'm going home without doing overtime. And I'm going to get paid leave tomorrow and the day after tomorrow because I'm tired from today's meeting. So please do all my work for me, Ava. What? I can't do that. That's impossible, because I have my own work to do. And I can't work overtime today because I have something important to do. Are you okay with such a loose work style? You're in a bad position as a senior member since your junior's project went through already. You'll be called an incompetent hag who can't come up with a good plan and can't provide support. What did you say? I'm going home then. Please prepare the documents for me. Sorry, Max. I'm supposed to be at the dinner party today, but I won't be able to make it due to work. I'm sorry, but could you please start without me? What? You have to work late again today? I just wanted to introduce my fiancée to all my family. I'm so sorry. I have some urgent work I have to do. Urgent work? It's probably the usual junior that pushed you into it anyway. What? How did you figure that out? You're the kind of person who plans your work properly. The fact that you are telling me this means that she's making you do this. You have been complaining a lot lately about her, so I can only imagine that this is because of your junior. As a matter of fact, that's right. This time, she stole my idea and threw me in charge of preparing all the documents. What? The whole project was stolen? Isn't that crossing the line? I mean, they can still get away with a few warnings for being late or skipping work, but that's just the wrong thing to do. I know. It's going over the line, isn't it? I'm getting used to the insane behavior of hers. I've been wondering if I'm just being narrow-minded lately. You've already been brainwashed. By all accounts, your junior is crazy. Besides, I was supposed to introduce my fiancée to you today. This junior colleague is affecting your private life. I think it's time you stop holding back and talk to your boss. You're right. I can't handle it by myself anymore. But I'm afraid he'll get mad at me and say I'm not training her well enough. You always worry too much, sis. I don't think he'll get mad at you for that. It's okay to say what you can't do. In fact, the sooner you report it, the better off the company will be. It's going to be very difficult in the future when that junior employee goes on a rampage and causes damage to the company. That's for sure. Thanks for always listening to me, Max. I'm feeling more positive. You are a great psychiatry doctor. Well then, in exchange for the medical fee, please take us out for a meal next time. My fiancé was looking forward to meeting you too. Of course. I'll buy you both a nice meal next time when things settle down. Well then, I'll work a little longer. Tell your fiancé and mom and dad I said hi. Why are you here, Ava? Where the hell did you break in from? That's my question. Why are you here in this wedding hall, Isabella? And how can you be wearing a wedding dress? I'm wearing a dress because I'm the bride. I'm getting married here today. What? You're the bride? And why are you here? I didn't invite you to my wedding today. And you're talking to my fiancé like you're good friends with him. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You can't just barge into the wedding hall without permission. And don't you dare flirt with my groom. Stay away from him, you old hag. I'm not flirting with him. Let's both take a moment to calm down. This situation needs to be sorted out. First of all, why did you come in here? How dare you come to a junior's wedding to which you weren't invited? Oh, don't tell me you came all the way here to participate in the bouquet toss. What? Come to think of it, you're still a miserable bachelor, aren't you, Ava? You came here to get a little share of happiness since you haven't been able to get married at all, right? They say if you catch the bouquet, you get married next. You came here to cling to something even if it's just a charm, right? I didn't come all the way here for that. And just because I'm single doesn't mean I'm miserable. No. Being single at your age is just miserable. It doesn't matter how hard you work, being single at your age is a zero for a woman. That's why you came here to get a bouquet. You came all the way here to catch the bouquet after being overtaken in marriage by a younger woman. How miserable is that? I told you it's not like that. Why don't you listen to me for a minute? Huh? Of course it is like that. Otherwise, you have no reason to be here. Or did you come to steal my groom? You came to the ceremony to elope with my groom. What? You must be frustrated that I, a young and pretty junior, is getting married. So you're trying to plunder him from me. But I'm sorry, he's in love with me. He wouldn't go with an old hag like you even if you ask him out. That's not true at all. Stop being so paranoid. Then what the hell are you doing here? I didn't invite you to today's wedding. And who the hell do you think you are to flirt with my fiancé? Hurry up and go home. I'm your sister-in-law. What? I'm tired of everything. I'm going home. I'm sure you'd be happier that way. Please have a nice wedding with my brother. Wait a minute. What? What do you mean, sister-in-law? You're Max's sister? Yes, I'm the sister of the groom who you're getting married to today. I had no idea that you were my brother's fiancée. I'm so surprised at the worst coincidence. Oh no, wait! Max told me that he has a very successful sister. I had no idea that was you. If we had met at our meeting a few months ago, we would have recognized each other sooner. I told you I had something important to do, but you forced me to work on your job. That's why I couldn't make it to the meeting. The day of the meeting was the day my proposal was approved. Yes, the day you copied and presented my project. And you also forced me to prepare materials for the head office meeting, the day you left on time. You remember it well. Oh, no, that's... I shouldn't be talking about work at a wedding. Then I'm going home as you wish. Enjoy the wedding.
Sis, what do you mean you're leaving suddenly? The wedding is about to start. Did something happen in the wedding?
No. Isabella, the bride, told me to go home, so I did. She says she doesn't like having an old hateful hag around.
What?
Actually, I found out just now. The bride, Isabella, is my junior at work. I used to complain about her a lot, right? That was Isabella.
What? Oh, that girl you were always complaining about.
Surprising, isn't it? I never thought such a coincidence would happen.
No. That's impossible. Because the junior you told me about and Isabella are totally different types. Isabella is a very gentle girl, calm and reserved. She's not arrogant and selfish like your junior.
In front of you, I guess she's not showing her real self. But in front of me, she's an arrogant, selfish person.
Oh no. So Isabella is really the junior who stole that whole idea of the project? The one that never apologized for shredding your important documents? The one that forced her job every time she was mysteriously ill on the day of the deadline? And after you worked so hard until late at night, you saw her on her way back from that trip to Florida with her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, but she's your bride.
What? What's that? Wait a minute. Come to think of it, I've never been to Florida with Isabella.
What?
I asked her to go on a trip to Florida, but she refused, saying she didn't want to get sunburned. But what do you mean Isabella went on a trip to Florida? And with a boyfriend?
I wonder who was that guy next to her at that time. It was last year. It was right around the time you guys got engaged.
She traveled to Florida with another guy when we just got engaged? I'm going to go talk to her right now. The wedding is off for now.
What? You're calling it off?
I can't pledge eternal love in front of everyone under these circumstances. I'm sorry. I'll call you later.
What are you going to do? I can't believe he called off the wedding. And there's no way we're breaking up. What? You're breaking up? That's right. He dumped me at a sacred wedding venue. In front of my parents and friends watching. And why did he even find out about the cheating? How could he even ask for alimony?
Oh, I guess that trip to Florida was an affair after all.
Why? Why is it all suddenly exposed? I've been hiding it all this time until today. I thought they would never find out, so why did they find out on the day of the wedding?
I wonder why.
I guess it's because of your usual behavior.
Please, Ava. Please do something to persuade Max. I really love him. That trip to Florida was just a bit of fun. He should just forgive me since it wasn't serious.
I don't think that excuse is going to work. And I don't want to be your sister-in-law. I'll never convince my brother. Rather, get the hell out of my brother's life.
What?
My little brother doesn't deserve a little bitch like you. You've been pretending to be a good girl in front of him, but now it's clear who you really are. Give up on Max.
Don't be silly. A cute junior employee of yours is in trouble and you won't help her? Are you still my senior?
What? You're the cute junior?
If you won't convince him, then I'm done with you. If you do that, I'm going to go on strike at the company. If you don't help me, I'll never listen to your instructions again. In fact, I'll keep sabotaging your work. I guess you're okay with that.
You don't really think that's a threat, do you? If anything, it's better for me. It'll just give me more things to report to my boss.
What? Report what?
Strike at work for unreasonable reasons. And I've got enough evidence that you are trying to sabotage my work. With this much evidence of your incompetence, maybe I can finally get you fired.
What incompetence is there about me? I'm a brilliant junior who can get approval for a project proposal. Unlike you, I can do my job. And how dare you call me incompetent and tell me you're going to fire me?
A brilliant junior, huh? I'm sorry, but everyone knows that was my idea. Not only the people in my department, but also my boss is aware of it. But it was too much trouble, so I just let it go through.
What?
Finally, after a long meeting at headquarters, the project came back. But my name was listed as the creator of the project. The director even told me personally, "You're the one who came up with it, so keep up the good work."
What did you say?
On the contrary, I'd like to officially contact upper management about this matter. Everyone who was at the planning meeting will be able to prove that you stole and proposed my idea. On top of that, I have all the harassment memos from the past. With all this, it should be enough to get you fired.
What do you mean harassment memos? When did I ever do that?
You do it all the time. Calling me a bitch, making fun of me for being a miserable bachelor. You've been pushing me to do your work all the time. Or dumping coffee all over my desk.
Oh no!
I know that older women are a pain in the ass for young girls. I can understand why they might avoid or dislike them for no particular reason. But a company is not a place for that kind of thing. We don't need employees who do nothing but work.
Oh no, wait a minute. Is it really serious that I'm going to be fired?
Yes, it's quite serious. It's a good thing I took my brother's advice and asked for help from upper management.
Oh no!
If you want to make a strike just because I won't convince my brother, do as you wish. But he won't get back together with you, and you'll lose your place at the company. Well, have a nice day. Isabella and my brother officially called off the wedding. Isabella then owed a total of $80,000 in debt, including the consolation money and all wedding cancellation fees. And when she cried to her parents, they abandoned her, saying, "I don't know any girl who would dishonor her parents' faces." Isabella was also officially dismissed from the company. For some reason, it seems that everyone in the department works more efficiently without her. Even though we are busy preparing for the project, the department is very peaceful. By the way, about my brother Max, he told me,
I'm glad I was able to break up with Isabella before we got married, thanks to you.
And he treated me to a fancy meal with the consolation money he got from Isabella.